Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are doing the declutter of my basement. This has been like a month in the making, but I'm finally getting around to doing it. I wanted to declutter this area before I decorated for fall or Christmas or Halloween, because this is where we hold a lot of our decorations, and you'll see later in this video that we actually keep it in what we call our Harry Potter room under our stairs. So I'm starting here in this back corner where we keep all of our storage shelves. I have filmed this area a few times before. It is definitely a pain point for my husband and I. We hold on to a lot of stuff, and when you have children comes a lot of stuff for them as well. So we have two shelves that hold like baby stuff, and then this one shelf here on the left that I'm going through first has all of our camping supplies. Now, since having a little one, we have not tent camped in about 3 years. So I'm just going through stuff that we use when we do that and getting rid of stuff that I know we're not going to use again, or it's just not feasible to keep if we're not actually camping in a tent anymore. So I'm going to keep some things, but a lot of the stuff I was like, you know what, we're just going to get rid of it. I had two sets of like oars for an inflatable kayak that we have. I'm like, we only need the one set of them. So I'm just going through with more of a fine-tooth comb than I have before and asking myself, am I really going to be using this stuff in the next year? And the answer was no. I definitely put that in the giveaway pile. Now, everything that I'm putting on the couch is the items that I was thinking about getting rid of. I did ask my husband before taking any of this stuff to the donation center, because a lot of this stuff is his. He was in Boy Scouts growing up, so he has accumulated a lot of camping gear, and I camped growing up too. So between the two of us, we had a lot of stuff, and I wanted to make sure that he was aware of what I was getting rid of. And yeah, we ended up getting rid of a lot of stuff, and I will show you in the end how much I was able to get rid of. But I'm just moving some stuff around. I'm organizing it a little bit better, because I'm like, there has to be a better way to utilize these shelves, because I just cannot stand all this stuff like on the floor in front of the shelves. I'm like, that's what the shelves are for.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious, idiots, thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining, but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh, I love it when the love comes around, and then I remember all things must pass, but I'm not gonna.
So this is actually all of the stuff I was able to get rid of, and here is me trying to take a thumbnail picture. Oh my. Something I'm going through now that is probably one of the hardest things to go through and declutter is sentimental items. And here is a container of stuff from basically my childhood. So anything that was in my room growing up, different papers from school, things like that, are in this basket. So I'm going to go through and see if there's anything that I could get rid of. I already saw a few things right off the top. If I can condense this down to something a little bit smaller. It's stuff that I never look through, but is very sentimental to me. So let's see if we can go through it. I said it's a difficult one to, go through, but if there's papers, things that I haven't looked at in years, and probably I'll definitely get rid of. I think this is from like first grade or something like that. It's stuff that if it really means something to you, absolutely you can keep it, but I want to make this container. I want to put things, I have two containers like this, so I'd like to condense them into one. So that's my goal. If I can do that, that would be great. So let's see how we can do. So like I said, this is a box of sentimental stuff. This is mostly just paper, like paper clutter, I guess. You'll notice a lot of like birthday cards. I had birthday cards from like my first birthday. I cannot get rid of like cards, Christmas cards, birthday cards. Let me know if you're the same. A lot of drawings that I did when I was younger, a lot of papers from high school. I was in the band in high school, so I had a lot of those. I found this Fast Pass from Disney World for Soren from like 2010. But there's a lot of stuff like that. So I got rid of a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't know why I was keeping hold of this. Like there was brochures for like, or playbills from like musicals in high school that I was not even a part of. So I was like, why am I holding on to these? So I just went through and looked through a lot of the stuff like that. I had old like hockey cards that I was keeping for whatever reason. So I had 3 piles. I had a maybe pile, I had a trash pile, and then I had the keep pile that I ended up putting back into the box. What was nice is at the end of this, I was able to consolidate another box of like memories that I had. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. I did keep all the cards because, like I said, I can't get rid of them. Just a lot of like little knickknacks that mean something to me. So my thought is if I only have this little case and it's a smaller like Rubbermaid container of memories, then, you know, that's okay. That's all right. But this is the other box. I ended up getting rid of about 95% of this. So now I'm going to use that gray case that I had gotten rid of stuff out of and put the donate items in there just to make it easier to put in my car. So now we are back over in the shelf area, and I'm like, I have to have a better way to utilize this shelf. So I had this little container that had just a few hammocks in there, and I'm like, that's ridiculous. I'm just gonna put them in this container that I have our camping stuff in. So that's what I'm doing, and that saved that whole shelf area that I was able to put some other things and clear up the sides of the shelves here, and that made a huge difference. And I'm also going to be moving this desk, you'll see here in a second, and that'll save some room next to the fridge that I'm able to put some other things just to keep this just a lot less cluttered looking, I guess. But yeah, definitely making some headway down here. So this is that desk I was talking about. My grandfather made this for me when I was in high school, and so we want to eventually move it upstairs to my son's room when he's old enough, but for right now we are storing it down here. And so I'm actually going to move that into our quote-unquote Harry Potter room, and that saved me some space over here that I'm able to move this little nightstand and our suitcase. So definitely love that. I'm gonna put our camp chair here, and then yeah, this is the Harry Potter room. This is where we have all of our decor items, our Christmas stuff, and then a couple of our memory boxes in here. So I'm gonna be moving, these were empty. I actually went through and decluttered under here not too long ago, so these are empty containers I'm going to move out of here. And then I just have a couple boxes of like hockey cards down at the bottom that I'll move, and then I will be moving this desk into here, and I think it works really well. We just have to make sure that we have a path to our sump pump. There is a sump pump in there, and but other than that, I was so excited. There is a lot of room under here, so I'm definitely glad I'm able to utilize this area a lot better. So now it's kind of hard to see because of the camera angle, but I'm actually I'm condensing or consolidating 2 containers I had. My husband keeps a lot of his books from college. He works as an engineer, so he does actually reference a lot of books. So I'm just consolidating. We had 2 containers. I consolidated into 1, and yeah, so I'm just going to put back, I have this old box of like baby dolls from when I was little that I kept, and then that little memory box that I went through, and I was able to fit that all in here, which I'm super happy about. And yeah, here is the finished basement. So excited. Baby stuff that I'm getting rid of. This is donate, and some stuff back there is donate. This is containers that are empty, trash, and then all of these containers are empty now. Thank you guys for watching today's video. We finally got the basement decluttered and organized a little bit better. I wanted to get that done before I do any kind of decorating for the fall, so it is nice to get that done and organized. So if you enjoyed this video, I hope you gave it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell notification for notifications for upcoming videos. So I will see you next week. Bye guys.